Fans of the Horus Heresy, thank you very much for joining me for a how-to review. And in this review, I'm going to show you how to make a pintle-mounted heavy bolt gun for either the Cerberus Super Heavy Tank Destroyer, Typhon Heavy Tank Destroyer, or Sicaran Battle Tank. So, here we have a Cerberus, almost completed and ready to paint. I've just been doing a bit of a final work on it today, just waiting for a couple of icon doors to go here. But yeah, what I'd like to show you is a little conversion I did. So if you've got a super heavy tank and the most recent Space Marine Legion list, these guys can now mount pintle weapons, and particularly on a tank like this, which is primarily anti-armour, for 10 points adding a heavy bolt gun on is perfect. And super heavy tanks are even better choices as well because of their firing rules. They can always fire all their weapons at full ballistic skill at any number of targets. So, however, this kit doesn't come with a heavy bolter, and you would have to buy, or a pintle heavy bolter, and you'd have to buy one separately. However, you do get alternate sponson weapons. So here we have, this being a anti-armor vehicle, I've mounted, I've kitted it out with the las cannons on the sponsons to support the neutron laser, and that left me with a spare heavy bolt gun, ammunition drum, and a little kind of power coupling perhaps. So I thought, well, rather than buy a separate heavy bolter, I'll have a go at converting one. And this is what I've done, and I'll just show you what I've done. So I'm going to take that away. So here's the finished conversion. Right, what I've done is I've taken the heavy bolter here and I've removed a few parts. So I've taken some material off the top and off the underside. This sort of circular mounting point I've removed completely, and then I've removed material to be able to mount the drum on the top, and I've mounted it with the ammunition ejector port opening to the right hand side. And I'll show you why I chose that in a bit. And then I've taken the power coupling and mounting here, and then grafted that on, heated up the cable and connected it. As you can see, so it's got a rather neat looking heavy bolt, and then I've bored out the bore of the heavy bolter again. So yeah, that then looks quite nice. And what you then need to do is get some sort of mounting arm. I think this is a spare part from a robot or something, I just forget now. I bored it through, like so. So what we have is we have what looks like an actuated arm that the heavy bolter mounts on, and this is a sort of remote weapon station. And these things are common on modern military vehicles, particularly the current generation of mine-resistant vehicles that have been fielded in places like Afghanistan recently. And American viewers, you may be familiar with a weapon station like this, such as the heavy machine gun position on the Tusk adaptation kit for the Abrams main battle tank. And that's the look I've aimed to create here. So I'll just remove the gun shield, which is loose for painting. I've then drilled a hole into the hull, and then into that drops our heavy bolt gun. And there you have it. And I've not stuck this yet, but you could angle that however you fancied. A bit more sort of on the style and the themes of why do the drum mounted on the top of the heavy bolter? Because these they're actually designed to mount on the underside. Well, the reason is if you put a crewman looking out the cupola, I've put the heavy bolter magazine on the top, as to less interfere with the tank commander's view around his tank, obviously because he's relying on his line of sight when he's in his cupola as opposed to sensory apparatus or cameras. So I just thought that was a nice little touch as well. So yeah, so if you bought this kit, nice little idea for a conversion there. You could execute this in some other ways. You could put the ammo drum on the underside if you wanted by taking some more material away. But I thought you might like that idea. Nice, free heavy bolter pintle option for these super heavy tanks. Thank you very much for watching. I'll speak to you next time, and goodbye.